Hello, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to a brand new episode of Mark Talks Football. And today we're going to be doing the rules roundtable to kick things off. Then we're going to end with the sports hot takes, but a little bit different with the sport hot takes this week, where we're going to be doing a quick fire sports hot takes. We're going to go through as much as we can in as quickly as possible. Then we're going to get over to the NFL predictions to see what we be able to do for this upcoming week. There is going to be anger in this episode. There is going to be swearing. There is going to be a point where I may break. Um, if you're ready for that, if you're looking for someone to lose their fucking mind, this is the episode for you. If you've come here to relax, this might not be the episode for you, because I am not happy.
It was never my intention to brag. To steal it all away from you now. But God, does it feel so good? 'Cause I got it where I want it now.
So what I wanted to do is, before I get into my most probable rants, is what I want to do is give a little bit of statistics and stats. I want to show the teams, I want to show the stats of the game, and then I'm going to go into what I think and how I feel. I think that's probably the best way to do all of this, to make things a bit easier on my slight brain. So that's what we're going to be doing. I want to put my background for this because we're going to be talking about this. So I'm going to do this. Okay, so I'm going to zoom in a bit more so you guys will be able to see it. So in match stats, we had 56% possession compared to their 43. We had 15 shots compared to their 13. We only had 4 on target compared to their 7. We had 8 off target compared to their 3. 3 shots we had blocked compared to their 3 as well. We had a passing completion percentage of 73% compared to their 66. We had 0 clear-cut chances compared to their 1. They had 6 corners compared to our 1. They had 1 offside. We got 68% tackles won. They got 54% of their tackles won, but they won the aerial duel by getting 52% of the aerial duels won. We made 6 saves compared to their 3. Fouls committed was 9 apiece. Fouls won was 9 apiece. And 1 yellow card each into this 1-1 draw. Let's go through the teams. I'm going to rank how I think each individual performance was during the game. I think that's fair enough to do. And what I'm going to do is, their goalkeeper was not good. He's very good with playing it out from the back and the tactics that they want to do, but he's not great. And Billy Sharp as well got a lot of stack for shushing us. I still don't understand why he shushed us. I don't think we've ever said anything bad about Billy Sharp until today. But he got the normal Billy Sharp goal, which was in and around the 6-yard box. So what I'm going to do is, out of 10, I'm going to give a ranking to each individual Reading player. And then after that, go into my rant. So Stevens, I'm going to give a 6 out of 10. Should have done better for the goal, but there was a couple of saves he made, which was good. But his distribution and the quickness is not there. He needs to be a lot quicker in what he's doing. He needs to anticipate things a lot better. But he is a solid goalkeeper. I'm going to give him a 6. Kelvin Abuefa, I'm going to give a 6. Does really well defensive, good tackles. He had a really good game. I think it was against Northampton. His crosses were really good. Not today. Porter O'Connor looked like he might have picked up a little bit of a knock. But he lacked pace after we went 1-0 up and we played a really high line. But any header that went towards him, he won. I'm going to give him a 7. Same with Derek Williams as well. I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I feel like both of them played solid defensive football. Anything going towards them, they did really well. Matty Jacob, I'm going to give a 5. Crossing wasn't great. Slow on his possession play. Never really shaped up the defender to go towards. Cut inside a bit too much or cut back. Wasn't really going for it as much as what I think he should have. And I feel like he could have been a lot better today, especially in the final third, than what he's done before. I think there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done But he is a solid left back that we've been looking for. But today, it's a bit of a pattern for him where he sort of goes missing a little bit, but it goes towards him, but he just sort of shies up from it. Can't be having that. Right, I'm going to give Ben Elliot a 3. He had one good shot, has the pace of a sloth, has the ball control of someone who could be world class, but fuck all else. I am not impressed with this Ben Elliot chat at all. Anytime I've seen him this season, the opportunity he's got, I couldn't care for him. All of this that old Ben Elliot needs to start, needs to do it. No, not at all. Kamari Doyle is by far the better player than him. I'm slowly giving up on Ben Elliot. I just think his pace isn't there. He runs too slow. No pressing, no closing down. Shot was just wide, but that's about it. He doesn't really fill me with any light or enjoyment at all watching him on a football pitch. But that's my opinion. Lewis Swing, I'm going to give a 7. Good assist for the goal. Good control of play. Good quarterback role. Charlie Savage did well as well. The way that he pressed down the left-hand side. Good couple of crosses into the box. Good passing. I'm going to give him a 6. Daniel Kurawara, I'm going to give him a 6. I think he did everything right today, apart from that final ball. If he can get that end product down, he would be absolutely phenomenal. Kelvin Ashalaberman, 4. Did fucking nothing. Lost most of the headers. Couldn't hold the ball up. Wasn't good enough. Paddy Lane, I'm going to give a 6. Did well down the left-hand side and the right-hand side, swapping between Daniel Kurawara. Did okay. Good crosses. Needs to get better at shooting. Basically what I could give him. Norcott never come on. Dorset, I'm not going to give him a rating as he only come on for about 6 minutes. Yeardham, I'm going to give a 6. I'm going to give a 7. Played well, did good down that right-hand side. Space opened up as well. Thought he played extremely well. I know that we have to slowly bread him in back into the side because of injuries and stuff and age, and Kelvin Abrefa is a good right back for it. But it won't be long until Yeardham starts. I'm not going to give any Mark Mahoney or Tuma a rating. Come on, way too late. Kamari Doyle, I'm going to give a 7. Good goal. I'm going to give a 7.5, I think. Good goal. Come on the pitch really well. Fronted up the defenders. Driven at the defenders as well. He did a really, really good job. And that was something that I was really happy about. Was how well he come on and did, and so much far. He's beyond Ben Elliot at this point, where I really don't care if I ever see Ben Elliot in a Reading shirt again. It's surprising to some, but coming away with the 1-1 draw, a game that I said we had to win, which means now the table looks like this. Doncaster are now in 12th position. And we are 2 points away from the relegation zone, having played one game more than Port Vale and Plymouth. If both of them win, they will go above us, and we will be back into the bottom 4 in the relegation zone. Rant time for the time being. I am ashamed of the Reading fans today. Going 1-0 down and then chanting you're getting sacked in the morning to your own manager when it's only 1-0 is a fucking atrocious. I couldn't give a fuck how you feel. Save that to the end of the fucking game. Don't do that during the game. You can get your frustrations out, but that was a piss take. I get everyone has a right to an opinion. Like I have my right to do this. You have a right to watch it or not. But you don't do that during the game. Do it at the end of the game. 100% agree with you. I am fully in now. I am fully in after watching that performance today in the Noel Hunt out camp. There is nothing this man can do now unless he goes on an astronomical amount of a run now to win me over with the wins. But I can't. If I'm Rob Kuig, he's gone now. I will be sending out a goodbye letter. Him coming out in the press conference saying we look tired today. Well, then freshen things up, mate. That's your fucking job. I hate managers that say that. And we look tired. Well, you do know it don't matter. Freshen things up, yeah. We've got FA Cup coming up for you next weekend. I will not be going to that game against Carlisle. I will be going to my local non-league team, Wokingham, where I will be watching their game that they've got coming up in their league. I will be supporting the local team with that. And then I will be back on Thursday, the 6th of November, where I will be watching Reading v Stevenage, hoping for a new manager then, because that was absolutely fucking atrocious today. No passing width, good controlling of possession, good controlling of the ball, nothing to fucking do with it. Like, it meant nothing. There was no intent, nothing going forward. It was just utter shit. I feel like that as fans, we are very much of now been through all of this. This team shouldn't be nowhere near the relegation zone this many games into the season. I put on a video last week saying, "Are we back? Are we actually good?" No. Northampton are fucking shit. We can put that down to. So I'm very, very disappointed. I got back to the game a few hours ago. I've had time to decompress. I've had chances to relax. I've sort of processed what went on, and I've still come to the same conclusion that we need a new manager. I'm not going to be one of those people that will go, I'm not turning up to a game until we get. No, we don't need to do any of that bollocks. We're not 12. We can still have adult conversations, still support our team, no matter what, whoever's in charge. We just have to get behind the boys on that pitch. Carlisle's irrelevant. Why are we waiting now to Stevenage for a potential new manager when we could just go, ta-ta, see you later, thank you for everything you've done, wish you the very best in your future endeavours, get someone in for that FA Cup game. Then they have time to learn with the new team until we play Stevenage on the Thursday night game. Yeah. No hope at all on my end. But that's just me. I'm trying to be as positive as I possibly can. I'm trying not to be negative. Now we're going to thank you guys so much for watching that. If you're from the Reading side, and you don't want to watch the sports hot takes, where we're going to go through all of the games, some of the big talking points over the past week or so. I'm going to give my views on that, and then we're going to end off with the NFL predictions. So without further ado, it's time to get into sports hot takes. Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to wrap things up here today with the sports hot takes. We're going to go through Premier League action. Sunderland coming from behind to be able to beat Chelsea 2-1. Garnacho getting his very first Chelsea goal and able to do so. Newcastle able to pick up a much-needed victory in the 90th minute from Bruno Guimaraes against Fulham. We also saw Manchester United win 3 games in a row now. The guy with the afro is one step closer to shaving his nut. Very close. Cunha, Casemiro, and 2 goals from Mbeumo. And then we also had Danny Welbeck and Costallos getting the goals as well. First time ever for Manchester United to win 3 games in a row under Ruben Almiron. Coventry go from strength to strength as well in the Championship, where currently they beat. Why can't I press that? Why are you being a dick? Where they are now going to be sat. I don't even know where, because at the moment, top of the league, 3 points ahead of Middlesbrough. That's not what I clicked on, was it? Okay, thank you. That was what I clicked on. No, table. Thank you. Coventry sit top of the table, 3 points ahead of Middlesbrough. Millwall in 3rd, Bristol City in 4th, Stoke in 5th, Charlton in 6th, and Preston with an absolutely brilliant comeback win against Sheffield United. Chris Wilder, Sheffield United. And the sad news as well that Sheffield Wednesday have been put into administration. They have been given a 12-point deduction. They now sit on -6 points. They are 16 points behind Blackburn Rovers, who were able to pick up a win today. Southampton down there in 20th as well. Not a great start for them. 2 wins out of 12, 6 draws, 4 losses for them so far this season. Birmingham in 15th, Wrexham in 16th, Ipswich as well in 12th, Hull in 8th. A lot of mixed matches for us to see there as well. In Formula One, we will be, as of this recording, I will not know what's happened in the Mexican Grand Prix, as the qualifying hasn't happened just yet. But Norris is setting the pace alongside Lewis Hamilton and George Russell, all 3 of the Brits in P3, setting the best times in there as well. And Lewis Hamilton also left the track 3 times as well. It's very much going to be interesting. I think McLaren have fucked up their ways of the way that they're dealing with Lando Norris. And Oscar Piastri's got to a point now where I actually slightly want Max Verstappen to become world champion. Now, if you know me, you know for a fact that I can't stand Max Verstappen. But that's not his fault. That's his father being an absolute bellend. So very much so. I'm hoping that it could be a very close-knit race, because the last one I watched was fucking boring. So hoping for that. Women's cricket as well, in the Women's World Cup. They are through. They topped the group. In the World Cup, they will be going through. But they were playing. 6 o'clock this morning when this video goes out. New Zealand in their final group game, where they are looking to who have already qualified to go through. So congratulations to them. Ashes is already starting to heat up. David Warner saying that Australia come here to win the Ashes, while England are coming here for the moral victory. You then had Stuart Broad, his arch nemesis, has said that this is the worst Australian side since 2010, 2011. So already both sides are throwing shit at each other, and it's only fueling this epic matches that we're going to be seeing in it. For us as well. Anthony Joshua has ruled out a fight that he was going to be having in December, but is looking to get it in February to get it done. And it's looking that it could potentially happen in Ghana or Nigeria, one of his hometowns, where his home country is from as well. Anyway, in the rugby union as well, we saw in the Gallagher Premiership, Exeter absolutely demolished Gloucester. Harlequins, yes, beat Newcastle Falcons 52-14 today. Bath destroyed Bristol Bears 40-15, and a very close-knit game between Leicester Tigers and Sale Sharks, where Leicester Tigers picked up a 36-35 victory, and yesterday as well, the Gallagher Premiership, Northampton able to defeat Saracens, which means in the league, in the Gallagher Premiership, if I can, no, that's not what I fucking picked, was it? Can I view all? Thank you. In the Gallagher Premiership right now, Northampton are top, Bath are second, Exeter are third, Saracens fourth, Leicester are fifth, Bristol was sixth, seventh are Sale, Harlequins are eighth, of course they are, Gloucester are ninth, and Newcastle are 10th. Gloucester and Newcastle have a minus 150 point difference, and the Gloucester are same points, 5 losses out of 5, the minus 82. Looks like Newcastle are going to have a massive rebuild on their hands as well. So looking forward to seeing what they can do. Luke Littler become world champion. We'll also now have he's closing it in on being world number 1. If he reaches the final in Dortmund, otherwise Luke Humphries will hold on to the sport. So Luke Littler trying to get to the finals of the European Championship, which he's looking to become number 1 for the first time. And we're going to go NFL in a moment. And the NBA is back as well. Steph Curry and everyone is all ready to go for us. We know in the first game, LeBron James was out injured. And it was the first time in his NBA career that he has been unable to do it. We're down in the world. We're just going to go and quickly. Let me do that. The World Series is on as well between the Dodgers and the Blue Jays as well, because it is all over my Instagram. Absolutely fucking everywhere, all over my Instagram at the moment. All I know is that the Blue Jays are heading into game 2, 1-0 after they beat 11-4 to the Dodgers in their home. I think the Blue Jays were at home. I think the Blue Jays are at home again. I'm predicting because the Americans have it. All the Americans and Canadians have it all the wrong way round for that. So the World Series could be coming to an end very soon. Blue Jays, Dodgers. We also know with the NBA that it's all back raring to go as well. NHL hasn't kicked off just yet, but looking to come back. Who's going to come back to the Stanley Cup? I have no clue what's going on with that, but I will try and keep updated as much as I can through that. But now it's time for I need to press buttons before I do stuff. But that is your roundup for all the sport that has been going on and happening in the world of sport. But now it's time for my favourite time for this.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Right, we are back here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to go through the spreadsheet. This is what happened in week 6, 7, part of week 7 as well. We didn't have a great week at all, but week 7 into week 8, we are having a much better week, getting nearly all of them apart from 3 right, and we only got 3 wrong, which is absolutely phenomenal. Now it is time to carry on with week 8 and one game of week 9. It is time to go through it. So we are going to go and kick things off with the Falcons versus. Oh my lord! I've pressed buttons that I should not have pressed on my screen right now. Thank you, game computer. First up, we're obviously you're going to go with the Falcons. We've got Ravens versus Bears. I am going to go in a shock victory for the Bears. I don't think the Ravens are doing very well. Bills versus Panthers. I think the Bills are going to get back into thing. Bengals versus Jets. We're going to go with the Bengals. The Jets stink. 49ers versus Texans. For some reason, the Texans absolutely stink this year. So it's going to be 49er. Pats versus Browns. Unfortunately for me, I'm going to go with the Pats. I think they're actually doing quite well this year. Eagles versus the Giants. As much as I like Cam Scadaboo, who the guy who is a concussion waiting to happen, the Eagles, who haven't been on a good run of form recently since winning the Super Bowl, are going to try and get things back to them as well. So who knows? Saints versus Buccaneers. We're going to go with the Bucs, going to be able to come back with a victory. The Broncos versus the Cowboys. Both of these I actually hate. I can't stand the Broncos after the way that Sean Payton keeps talking about Russell Wilson. But I can't fucking stand the Cowboys. Actually, you've got to give it to the Cowboys this year. They cannot fucking defend for their lives, but my God, can they score touchdowns? So I'm going to go with them. Colts versus the Titans. I think the Colts are going to be a sneaky team this year. Look like they're going to be really good. Steelers versus the Packers. Interesting. Aaron Rodgers going to the Packers. Could be interesting way that you could do things. Monday Night Football. No Jalen Daniels. So that only means one thing. I am going with the Chiefs. And then we got Dolphins versus Baltimore Ravens on the Thursday Night Football. And the Ravens are going to end their losing streak against Miami. That is how I'm predicting things to go. And thank you guys ever so much for watching. We will be back very soon. If you're watching this on the Sunday, on Monday, I'm going to be doing my reaction to Football Manager 26. The game has come out now for a little while, and I'm going to give my honest reaction to the game. I'm going to give my thoughts on it, so make sure you come back for that. But we're Love with Care. My name's been Mark. You guys have been amazing. I haven't even got my outro ready yet. What outro should we go for today? We'll go with this one. Thank you guys ever so much for watching. We will see you guys very soon for more. Peace.